This sign right here is warning you that if you're in the right lane, your lane is going to end up ahead. So you better move to the left or you're going to run in the ditch or something. Wow, this is one complicated sign. I know that it's a yellow diamond and I've got to be cautious, but what do those other lines mean? Well, Hank, when we look at yellow signs, we've got to realize we need to read them from the bottom up. And in this sign, if you read the left line first, that means that lane is going straight and has a right-of-way through the situation ahead. The line on the right actually ends. So if you're in the right lane, it means that lane's going to end and you're going to have to merge over to the left lane, which would be the straight line as depicted on the sign. Okay? Pretty complicated, but it's what's got to be done in the situation. So what you're saying is the lane up ahead ends and I should merge to the left. This yellow diamond sign is cautioning us that up ahead there's a low place in the road.
Ah, here it is, Hank. The one I've been looking for. The round railroad sign. That's right. A circle always represents that there's a railroad crossing. So if the sign is round, remember railroad crossing ahead.
That's right, Dale. You go past this sign without giving a good thorough look, you might get hit by a train. Now, Dale, be careful. With this cautionary diamond-shaped sign, it's warning you that up ahead, you're going to have your own lane and are to go through, but there's going to be a car coming in on your left. Don't worry, though. It's going to have its own lane. Notice the little dots at the top of the sign. That tells you that the other car has its own lane.
You've got to be kidding me, Hank. We've got to do math when we drive?
Calm down, Dale. I know that looks like an addition symbol, but it's really just a yellow diamond telling us to be cautious because there's a cross street up ahead on the road that we're traveling on. Remember, just read the sign from the bottom up and it'll make sense to you. And when we get to that intersection, they just want to warn us to look left, right, left carefully when we go through that area of the road so we don't hit any cars that are trying to cross the street that we're on.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, Hank. Watch out, Hank. It looks like this road is going to end.
That's exactly what it can mean, Dale, is this road is coming to an end or what is called a T intersection. It also means that it's a dangerous intersection, and when we get there, we've got to stop, look left, right, left, and make sure it's clear before we go.
It's also warning you to be prepared to turn left or right as you approach this intersection, because obviously we can't go straight.
Duh, Dale.
Oh, here we go again, Hank, with one of those yellow diamonds.
Yeah, Dale, but again, just read the sign from the bottom up. This is telling us that there's a T intersection ahead and that the road is going to end, therefore we've got to go left or right.
So this sign is a lot like the dangerous intersection sign.
It is, Dale, and it could be put before you get to that intersection, warning you that you're approaching a dangerous intersection. That intersection is just going to happen to be a T intersection.
Gotcha, Hank.
Because of the shape and color of this sign, we know it is a cautionary sign warning the driver of a traffic situation ahead. While reading the sign from the bottom up, we see that the sign warns drivers that ahead there will be side road traffic on their right. The collision-free driver should approach the intersection with the idea that a vehicle could pull into his path and end his collision-free effort. Therefore, the best response to this sign is to cover the brake as you enter this area of the road and direct your visual search efforts to the right side of the road, anticipating this possible threat. Once you have passed this threat, move your foot back to the gas and resume your efforts.